I was always taught that wills were bad because they could be contested and probate costs associated with wills. Now, let me ask you this. If I'm a person that, and with children, and is the best thing for me to do if I have assets is set up some type of trust, and in that trust, say if anybody contests this, cannot contest, if they do contest anything, then they're cut out. And then the other quick thing is I need a power of attorney for medical reasons. Is that a good plan?
Well, if you're going to go to the trouble of creating a trust, you should also create a will in case there's something that is not included in your trust. The will would take care of any piece of property, real or tangible, and that way, if you don't include it in your trust, it still has a plan where it's going to go once you pass. Probate can get expensive, but if you don't have a will, it is more expensive than to probate your estate instead of, if you have a will, because having it set forth in a certain document that the court's going to follow is a simple procedure, and it's definitely much more financially reasonable to have a will probated than not to have a will at all. But if you do put your property in a trust, there's tons of provisions you can put in there to guarantee that your children will get what you want them to have. The contest issue, it's out there. I mean, there's nothing really you can do. You can put all the safeguards you want to in there, but you can't stop somebody from challenging a will. They have the right to if they believe that's not a valid will.
Are trusts more ironclad than wills? Is that why are they tougher to contest?
It just depends on how the trust is set up. There's more than one type of trust. You can have, just a testamentary trust that's created from the will. You can have an irrevocable trust that's set up prior to your death. Or you can have just, a regular trust that you can change. It just depends on who the beneficiaries are and, what you have in that trust and how the income is put into that trust.
And I'm guessing the irrevocable one, you can't. That's harder to contest.
That is harder to remove because once you have it in, once you put that property in an irrevocable trust, there's certain procedures you have to do if it needs to be dissolved, and it's pretty difficult.